Hi, Elizabeth. Good morning. Hi,
Morning.
Brett. Looks so nice out in the sun. The sun isn't really out here yet.
It's right on my face, so I'm a bit squinty, but I enjoy
That's
it.
okay. Yeah. No, I've done this class out on my deck a couple times, but
Oh, good. Yeah. Your deck is so beautiful.
it looks a little, oh, I don't know. It's been so windy here,
Yeah,
mostly in the afternoon.
it was yesterday here, and then this morning it's quite still. So hopefully it'll be still where you are today.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Um, so let's see. Got a little bit of time. If you have a block or a pillow, go ahead and grab it just to start. I have been enjoying, I think today I'll start in Virasana, but that's not essential. So that would really make the most sense only if you have a lift, either a block or a pillow that you can place between your ankles and sit down. You just get comfortable. I want to put the playlist real quick. I'll put the playlist. It didn't work what we were trying last week. So let me see if I can just pop the playlist here in the chat. Gotta get my reading glasses on. Yeah, so I put the playlist in the chat and it's not essential, but it didn't work when I tried to play it from my computer last time. So, feel free to have that at whatever volume you like or to skip it. Sometimes it's nice, especially early in the morning, to just enjoy some quiet. I know my house is quiet right now, so let's go ahead and get started again. If you just popped on, I'm suggesting a block or a pillow just to start with for seated pose. And I'm going to do Virasana. That's taking the block between the ankles and sitting down. Now, it doesn't work for everybody's knees, and it really doesn't matter. You can sit in whatever comfortable seat that works for you this morning as we just arrive. Um, Elizabeth was there last night with me. Well, there on Zoom, but I wanted to share with the rest of you. If you haven't heard of the Yoga Sutras, it's pretty much the premier defining text of all things yoga. They barely, Sri Patanjali wrote it about 3,000 years ago. The poses that we do, I mean, they're not really discussed at all in the text. It's the poses are asana. That's one of the 8 limbs of yoga. But the text is the science of yoga, the philosophy of yoga. And when I read it the first time, I had young kids, a middle schooler. Remember thinking, wow, this stuff it's essentially it's life coping skills. And I can't understand why we don't talk more about it, or it's not even taught. It's not taught in schools. It's so practical. It's yoga is not a religion. It's really a philosophy. And I think these, what it talks about is these tips and tricks of kind of getting through the bumps in the whole shitstorm of life. And I've been really using those tips and tricks to, these tools that are in my toolbox from the Yoga Sutras have been really helpful during this time. As I said, when I read it the first time, I had a daughter, she was in middle school. It was a really hard time for her. There was some mean girl stuff going on, and we got her some help. And she, the help that was the most effective was really learning some life coping skills. And it was amazing because it was, you know, she went off to high school, she had no problem, she had her life coping skills when there was problem, and it was just awesome to see. And this is probably the hardest time since back then that she's had to go through, because she really wants to have her life back. But I see her and I see those life coping skills that she learned so young, so early on, really helping her. So if you ever get a chance, you know, to dive a little bit deeper into the deeper meaning of yoga, I recommend that. You know, there are yoga studios and yoga teachers all over Marin, all over California, all over the West. And yet this stuff is really powerful and special. So for a moment, and you know, pranayama, the breath work, is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. So that's where we're going to start. So now that you've found a comfortable seat, I want you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, just focus on how your body feels. Focus on that part that's connected with the supportive floor, the earth. Focus is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And something that's nice to focus on at the beginning of a yoga class is how you feel, what's going on in your body. So as we sit and we feel that weight on the ground, also start to lift up through the crown of the head, opening up the channel for breath work. Inhale to the lowest chamber of your lungs so the diaphragm drops and the belly comes forward. And exhale all the air out. Again, inhale, belly, and then let the ribs expand in all different directions, the sides and the back too. And then exhale all the air out. Inhale into the belly and then the ribs, and last part up into the chest. Hold your breath here. Open your mouth, big audible sigh. Do that again. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, hold. Open your mouth, big sigh. Let it all go. Last one, inhale, fully and completely. Pause and hold, open your mouth, big audible sigh. Let all the air out. So I notice when I'm stressed, sometimes I hold on to my exhale and I don't really release and let go. So that's part of what we'll do today. As we flow and move, we'll move with our breath, and don't forget to let go as you exhale. Let's open up your eyes and inhale, reach our arms up, gaze up, bring the hands together, chant Om as you place the hands in front of the heart. And then release your hands down and slowly make way to your first downward facing dog. And take your time getting there, and then also take the time to work out the kinks. You can pedal your feet and shift your hips. Or rock your head forward and back and side to side. You can even flutter your lips. Rooting down with your fingertips and your knuckle pads, all parts of the hand, and then lifting up through the arms, lifting the hips away from shoulders, even if that means taking a soft bend in the knees. Really going for a long spine, stretching that out. And then inhale, peel forward to plank and set it up so your shoulders are over the wrists. And then exhale back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Come down onto your knees. Go ahead and start the playlist if you haven't already. I'm gonna do that too. And then lower yourself all the way to the floor. And then from there, let's do Cobra 3 times. So hands under shoulders, inhale, peel up, shoulder, neck, and head. Exhale, lower. Do that again. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, down. Inhale, peel it up, lengthen, and then lower. Move hands to the lowest ribs and make way to a child's pose. Toes together, knees as wide as you like, and rest your forehead down. And breathe here. Notice your breath here. Again, take that moment to draw your attention inside. How does this position feel? Notice the breath filling up. Maybe you feel some stretches along the muscles of the spine. Exhale, let it all go. Surrender, release all the air. And slowly come up to hands and knees. Adjust, knees are right under the hips, feet are right behind the knee. Keep moving with your breath now. Inhale, arch, gaze up. Exhale, round your spine, all the air out. Inhale, as you arch, heart is open, collarbones wide. Exhale, as you round, try to pull the belly back and up into the spine. Couple more like that. Ujjayi breathing is that sound with your breath, almost like that audible, but you keep your mouth closed. So there's a little constriction in your throat as you breathe in and out. Take the right foot back, curl the toes, push the heel back, stretch the calf, the foot, the Achilles, and then take the shape and rock it forward and back. Inhale the leg up. Keep the toes flexed. Make sure they're reaching down and not out to the side. Yeah, neutral rotation. And then circle the foot inward direction first, and then outward direction. So you're going to take the foot that's on the mat, that's the left foot, slide it back behind you and reach your right arm up. You're in this half moon shape, but you're on your knee. And then bend the back knee. See if you can take the right arm back and grab the foot, gaze up, push the foot into the hand. Now you don't want the foot coming up. It's just back behind the hip, opening at the hip, opening at the shoulder, opening at the heart. Slowly release that. And then bring the toes down and the fingertips down towards the floor as you send the ribs up. Big stretch in the side body. And then you're going to lower your right hand, lower your right knee, and bring your left foot right back behind the left knee. Take the left leg back, curl the toes, push the heel back behind you. And then rock this forward and back. Lift the foot up, hip height flexed. So the leg is very active. Imagine spiraling the inner thighs up, and you use your core a bit here too to do that. And then circle the foot in an inward direction first. And then go the opposite. And then we're going to slowly go to that half moon shape, taking the right foot back off the mat and lifting the left arm. Bend that leg, so you can grab the foot, push the foot into the hand, gaze up, arch up. And then it's a slow release And the toes come down and the fingertips reach down and you send the ribs up. Exhale. Back to all fours. Curl toes. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up really high. Let the hips open up. The big external rotation for the standing leg. Try to keep weight in both hands. Shoulders square to the mat. You can keep the leg straight or bend the knee if you like. See if you can fan open the toes of the right foot. Inhale, straighten the leg, and then lower it. Send the left leg up really, really high. Let the hips open and feel that external rotation of the standing leg. Weight in both hands. Then do what you did on the other side. If you bent the knee, go ahead. See if you can fan open the toes of the left foot. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, take it all the way down. Start to walk your feet in. Keep them hip width apart. Inhale, peel up halfway, gaze forward. Exhale, fold back down into your legs. Rock weight forward a bit so the hips are over the heels. Grab opposite elbows. Just like a rag doll, rock side to side. You can change the clasp of your hands. This side might feel a little more awkward, and rock side to side. Release the hands down, soft bend in the knee, roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders over hips, head over sacrum. Tadasana pose. Without looking at your toes, lift them up, fan them out, place them back down. Feel that connection with the floor. Roll your shoulders up, back, and then down. Collarbones wide, so there's an external rotation happening at the upper arm, and your palms might spiral forward. Move the chin back a bit, long neck. And then just feel. Notice your breath here. Take your arms wide, palms up. Notice your breath in this position. And then arms up, so hands are over the shoulders, palm facing each other. Take a breath, feel. One more inhale here, then fan the arms open to the right for a twist. Reach through the fingertips. Inhale, take the arms up. Do the other side. Stretch and reach. Inhale the arms up. Top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back, pause, gaze forward. Breathe into that right hip flexor. And then plant your hands, step it back. You can head to down dog first for a moment, then inhale to plank pose. Pause and plank. Rock forward a bit. Come down on your knees for this first one. Inhale, gaze forward, bend the elbows, lower halfway down, and then do a push-up. Do that again, lower halfway down. Do a push-up. One more time, halfway down, straight arms, straight legs, upward facing dog. Use your abs, lift up halfway, and then slow with control, lower. Do that again. Exhale, lift up halfway, push the mat away. Slow, control, lower. Lift, turn your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Again, breathing in. Exhale all the air out. Let the tension just roll right off. Inhale, lift, and inhale. Exhale. Let it all go. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step or lightly hop forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, drape over your legs. Root down with your feet, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back, pause. Move the hands either side of the ankle, gaze forward. Feel your breath help you open the tight spots. And then place your hands, step back, downward facing, or plank pose this time. And then you decide your vinyasa flow. So you can come down onto the knees or not. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then stretch it back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. One more full cycle. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Exhale, lightly hop it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Rise up, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back. And then move through your vinyasa flow. If you want to hop it this time, go ahead. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. And again in. And out. One more cycle, in. And out. Lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. On the bottom of your exhale, hop it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Sit down like you're sitting in a chair and reach your arms up on an inhale. Lower your hands, lift hips on an exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, you decide. Kick it back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the foot next to the thumb. Bring the back heel down. One breath up, inhale. One breath all the way down, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up. Step it forward. Back heel goes down. Warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. A lot of movement with the breath. Gets our heart going, our blood flowing, building heat. Breathe here. Tapas. That word means to build heat, to heat, and it has a transforming effect and a purifying effect. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, gaze forward. Exhale, hop it forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Sit in your chair, reach up. Rise to stand, Tadasana pose. Inhale, sit in your chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg up. Step it forward. Rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, all the way down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left leg up. Step it forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Take it all the way back, chaturanga. Open up your heart. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. We'll move on from here. I'm gonna switch sides here. Okay. Inhale the right leg up. Shoulders over wrist, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale, leg up and back. Bring it in, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Knee to nose, lift, hips lift, everything, gaze the thumb. Step your foot there. Adjust your feet, root down on both feet. Make sure there's some space between your legs. The right foot is off to the right side of your mat. Left foot is hip width from that on the left side. Take the arms back behind you. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other, collarbones wide. Fire up your triceps. So you're at this angle, the torso same angle as the leg for now. And then we're gonna change that. So you're gonna bend the back knee and shift till shoulders are over hips. Inhale, reach up and straighten the legs. Exhale, cactus your arms and bend both legs. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten up. Now you're gonna open up to warrior 2. So the back heel goes down and you bend the front leg. Make sure the front knee tracks in line with second toe. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips so you're not leaning forward. Reach through the fingertips, shrug the shoulders up and lower them down. We'll move dynamically here. So palms up, reach up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, go back to your warrior 2. Push into the ball of the foot as you reach up. Weight in the heel as you exhale and lower. One more like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower, stay, breathe. So tapas, I was mentioning, heat is one translation. It also means discipline. So sometimes we hold these poses and they're not our favorite poses. And we don't want to still be holding them and we're having like a little mini tantrum in our minds. That's the discipline part. Doing stuff you really don't want to do, but you do it anyway. Flip both palms up. We're gonna inhale back to reverse warrior. On your exhale, look down at your back foot. One more inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Now inhale, reach forward, torso leans forward, elbow on the knee. Inhale, upper arm up. Exhale, arm alongside the ear. So same thing as before, we've got the leg and the torso at the same angle and the arm reaching. So one line, left side of your body. One more inhale here, take that hand all the way down to the floor, lift the back heel, right arm reaches up. Sweep the arm back, down and around, 1. And then again, 2. And 1 more, 3. All the way around. See if you can take it behind your back as you gaze over the shoulder, keeping the back leg nice and active and straight. Inhale, reach the arm up. Bring the hand on the inside of the ankle, move the foot off to the side. So you can stay lifted here, or you can lower the back knee at the top of the foot. Some people like to go down on forearms. Go ahead if you like to. But I want you to come back to this shape. So the back knee is down, and then I want you to bend that leg and see if the toes can face the ceiling instead of off to the side. You gaze forward, take the right arm up and around. See if you can reach the foot. Maybe you can't, no big deal. Okay, go for a quad stretch. Even if you don't have the foot, you're probably getting a quad stretch, that's fine. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, take the hand down. Back leg goes down. Step back to plank. Pause and plank. Bring your left knee to your left tricep. Set it down. Right knee, right tricep. Set it down. One more time, either side. From here, vinyasa flow, or just down dog, you decide. So all of that, left side, lift the leg, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Inhale it back, come forward, lift your belly. Inhale it back, knee to nose, lift hips, lift belly, lift everything. Look at the thumb, see if you can get the foot right there. Adjust your feet, they're hip width apart, one's in front, one's in back. Take the arms back, open up the collarbones, shoulder heads move towards the ceiling, shoulder blades move towards each other. Engage your triceps here. And then bend the back knee, shift the shoulders over the hips, reach up. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, cactus the arms, both knees bend. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, straighten and reach. And then open up to a warrior two. Adjust your feet if you need to. Track the knee over the second toe. You don't want it rotating inward. Shoulders are over hips. You're not launching forward yet. Shrug your shoulders up and then lower them down. Flip the palms up. Let's move dynamically. So weight in the ball of the foot as you straighten. Inhale. Weight in the heel as you come down. Press into the ball of the foot, straighten it up. Heel and lower. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower, and we'll hold our warrior two. So discipline can be in many forms. It could be showing up for your practice. You're showing up at 7 now. I find during this time, this crazy time, having a routine takes discipline. So commend yourself for showing up here this early. Some of you still have work and all, life is somewhat normal, but some of you, everything has shifted. And then reach forward. Oops, actually flip the palms up. We're going back to reverse our warrior. Inhale here, exhale, gaze down at the foot. One more inhale, really stretch through the left fingertips and then come back. Now we're gonna inhale forward, tailbone points back, elbow on the knee softly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, arm alongside the ear. Creating this long line, right side of the body. Reach through fingertips as you root down through outer edge of your foot. So sometimes I think in the yoga practice, it takes discipline to listen to your body and honor your body where it is, instead of do absolutely everything that the instructor suggests. Lift your back heel, lower your upper arm, and then do that twist, easy twist. Make a circle, take the arm back, down and around. You can follow the hand with your gaze. We're doing 3 circles, heading into my last one. Inhale the arm up and then keep going. See if you can wrap it around the back, gaze over the shoulder. Next inhale, take it up, bring it on the inside of the foot, move the foot off to the side, gaze forward. And now I'm lowering the back knee and the top of the foot, but I'm keeping my arm straight. But you do what you need to do for your body here. So wherever you are, if you're not in this shape, come up to this shape. So arms are straight, back knees down. Back knee, point the toes towards the ceiling. Go for, I'm gonna reach my left arm around and see if I can grab the foot. Some days it's easier than others. Trying to stretch my quad. And slowly release and lower that down. Curl the back toes, step it back to plank pose. So this time, take the right leg and bring it over to the opposite arm. Elbow or tricep, step it back, do the other side. Do this a couple times. Make sure, same amount of time both sides, you will end with left knee to right elbow. Step it back, vinyasa flow, or down dog. Breathe and catch your breath in downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Step it next to the right thumb and spiral all the way up to warrior two. Straighten the leg and turn the toes. So your toes are right in front of your heels. Your feet are parallel, that wide-legged stance. Inhale, lift up to the crown of the head, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, lower just halfway down with a flat back. And then lift up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale it up. Exhale, lower halfway down. Hover. Bend the right leg and straighten it. Bend the left and straighten it. Bend the right leg, left hand down, reach right arm up, gaze up for a nice twist. You can stay here, or you can slowly straighten that leg. And then arms to a T, do the other side, bend the leg, right hand down, left arm reaches up, you gaze up too. And slowly straighten the leg. You did it on the other side. Let's lower both hands, walk the hands to the center, and then between your feet and just hang. Release your head and neck. Walk hands under shoulders. Bring hands to your hips, elbows towards the ceiling, and then rise up. Bend the right leg, turn it out. Inside of the foot, parallel with the long side of your mat. Heading to triangle. Really root down in the ball of the foot. Reach your arms wide. Reach forward. As you reach forward, your hips can shift. That means the right hip can go back and the left hip can move forward a bit. So you're reaching as far forward as you can, and then you place your hand where it just naturally falls, where you still have this long spine. And so working on creating a lot of space here. Gaze up. Let the hand fall back for a moment. And then make this big circle with that upper arm. It's going back and then down. And then reaching away from your tailbone. Inhale here. See if you can push and lift your left arm. Rise up. Warrior two, right away without thinking, let's go to half moon. So look over to the right and just send yourself up. You can take the hand on the hip as you head there. So maybe you have a block, maybe you have your fingertips on the floor. Either works. And then it's optional, bringing this arm up. And again, creating a lot of space here. And then what we did at the beginning of class, maybe you try it here. It's okay to be playful. It's Friday. You might fall. Comfort of your own home. Most of us can't see you. Release. See if you can make it all the way back. Good. Spiral hands down. Step back. Take your flow. Meet in down dog. And then we'll do the other side. So lift your left leg. Back heel down. Warrior two. Straighten the leg. Turn the toes. This time, Prasarita with a clasp if you can. Otherwise, keep hands on the hips. If you've got it, you can you know, we instruct a lot where your palms are together, but if you need that space, go ahead and have your heel of your hand far apart. And then lift up. And then fold down. And from here, tuck your chin, looking towards your belly. See if the arms can spill out a little bit more from there. Maybe tick-tock your body side to side, so your head goes one side, your arms go the other. Hands on your hips. Rise all the way up. And then bend the left knee, turn the toes, set up for triangle. Inside of the foot, parallel with the long side of the back. Reach your arms wide, shift your hips, reach, really root down in the ball of that foot. And then make the shape of a triangle, lots of triangles here. Really big, take up space, long lines. Gaze up, let the arm fall back. And then make a big circle, reach it around. And then see if you can lift the lower. It's kind of like you're holding a beach ball out here and then push into the ball of foot, rise up. Warrior two, have fun with it. Just kind of launch yourself into it. See what happens. So. And then when you get there, when you feel some stability, you're ready to challenge yourself a little bit more. See if you can capture that foot. And then release, make way back. Warrior two, spiral hands down, vinyasa flow. Let's do 3 more breaths here, and if you prefer child, feel free. Okay, from here, lift the right leg, step it forward, bring the back heel down, rise up to your warrior one. Interlace your hands behind your back and do the same thing. If you want that space, you can pull the heel of the hands apart. Or you can use a strap, or you can just use your hands on your hips. But we're gonna move the hands away, arch the back, lift the heart, and then ripple it down and tuck chin. So just like we did in that forward fold, the more you tuck your chin, the more the arms can spill out. Now try to not to let your right hip poke way out to the side. Hug it back in. And then lower the hands down. Straighten the front leg. Bring the back foot in. It could turn in a bit. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. So you're making this pyramid shape with your legs. And I think it feels good to have some support, something under your hands. So this is where yoga blocks can come in handy, or literally you can use 2 hard back books during your home practice if you don't have props. Look down, bend the front knee, lift the back leg, standing split. You're feeling extra playful today. Maybe you wrap one or both hands around the shin. Yeah, it's hard, makes you feel wobbly. That's okay. Lower the hands down, bend that standing leg slightly lower. The left leg and flat to the floor. The toes are gonna reach downward. And then see if you can lift off to warrior three. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, shoulder heads lift towards the ceiling, fire up the triceps. Slowly step it back, One breath, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, take it all the way back, down through your vinyasa flow. And we'll do the other side. Lift the left leg, step it through, back heel down, warrior one. Do what you did on the other side. Did you interlace, or hands on hips? Arch up, lift the heart. Keep hugging that left hip in as you ripple it down and tuck your chin. Exhale, lower the hands down, straighten the front leg, pyramid shape with your legs to the back. Foot can slide in, and turn in a bit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So when I say turn in a bit, I mean it can come more towards a parallel than it was back there in warrior one. And so in this pose, we try to release head and neck. If it's too deep and you're gripping, it's hard to do that. So that's why it's nice to take that support of whatever level. And your fingertips can help if you don't have the props nearby. And then look down, bend the front leg, lift the back leg really high, standing split, but let's focus on the standing leg. So don't worry so much about the leg in the air. And then play around with it if you did it on the other side. So really trying this balance here. It's not easy, and I've noticed my balance has been off lately. And there could be a lot of reasons for that. Could be stuff going on in my body, or maybe on my mind. Hemispheres of the brain off. So I'm bending the standing leg, bringing the left leg to parallel, flexing the foot, and then lifting off. Totally feel that in my left glute. And then let's focus on rolling the shoulders back, shoulder blades towards each other. Shoulder heads lifting. There's this opening at the heart like cobra. Fire up your triceps. And then step it back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Lower hands. Take a flow. Wash it out with a flow. And then a couple calming breaths here. In downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Let's go to side plank, rock weight to the outer edge of the right foot, right hand supports, and lift the left hand up. Active in the legs, flex the feet like you're standing on something. This is essentially Tadasana pose, flipped on its side. One more inhale here, and then go right away to the other side. And exhale it down. Just head to down dog, bend your knees, gaze forward, playfully hop your feet to the outside of your hands, and squat down, Malasana pose. Try not to be a really pulley bug. Try to root down in your feet and lift your crown of the head up. Lift your pelvic floor too. So you can stay here, or you can lower your hands down and lift your hips, turn your toes in and play around with crow. Up to you. So the nice thing about this home practice, the Zoom practice, you probably have some pillows and a couch or your bed. You can place them all around. You can get a little more adventurous than you feel comfortable when you're with people. If you're one of those people that has crow, maybe challenge yourself, shoot it back, chaturanga. And then we'll meet again in downward facing dog. and lower. One elbow and then the other.